Hey, Facebook, how are you? I just went for a walk and I'll just wait for people to pop on. I feel like there needs to be elevator music sometimes before this, like, do, 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 do. Anyway, oh, I forgot you can't see the comments on this. Anyway, so good to be here in this space. My name is Colleen Gallagher from Colleen Gallagher International, and the topic I'm talking about today is how to get what you want. And I'm in a very relaxed place. I'm just kind of chilling with you guys, girls, humans today. So good. And what we are talking about is how to get what you want. Hey, Tanya. So I feel it was a really important story, an important message I wanted to share because I feel so many people, business owners, leaders, online space, all of it together, people always want more. People are always expecting more. People are always asking how they can have more. Hey! And when you pop on, whoever is on, because I know there's two of you, just type in the comments where you're from. I'd love to know. And if you're watching this on replay, do hashtag replay. But anyway, I wanted to come on because I wanted to share this space of people are always desiring for more. People are always wanting more. People are always wanting to take more. People are always wondering what they can do to just have more in their life. And I feel it's a great space. And I feel that it's good to desire to want more. But the reality is it's actually looking within yourself and desiring where you want more within yourself. Because if you're asking the world to have more, you are creating an external result. You are looking at something externally from yourself, asking that to create a result in your life, which when you're asking for an external source to be creating a result in your life, that is never going to work. Hey, Casey. Like when you're constantly asking the world, like, how can I have more? How can I get what I want? How can I have more money? How can I have a better relationship? How can I travel more? How can I get more in my business, have more clients? And you keep asking all these things all the time to get what you want. You're constantly putting the power outside yourself. Constantly. And when you're asking all these questions to people from the external world, of how they have everything they want. Like, I want to say one thing that I feel a lot of people ask me: how do I travel so much? How much money do I have? Or how do I make money? And all of these things that people ask me. Hey, Kathy. When you're asking people that question, you're putting power outside of yourself, because how I do it is going to be totally different than how you do it. And so how to get what you want, the truth in this, is to start looking within. Where in yourself do you want more of yourself? Where could you fall in love with yourself more? Where could you allow more freedom within yourself to live at a greater capacity, to share at a greater capacity? Where could you allow yourself to relieve responsibility that you do not align with? So a great example I use, rush hour traffic. I hate sitting in rush hour, so I don't do it. I don't tolerate doing it. I hire a driver. I make sure I use my schedule to not be in that time, because I just don't feel it's beneficial. So how do I get what I want? I make sure that I schedule things accordingly. When I was working in corporate America, I asked for my schedule to be shifted so I did not have to do corporate America time. So I feel that these are all things you can do to get what you want. Another thing I don't like, personally, to be honest, I do not enjoy responding to people I don't really know that well on Instagram and Facebook. It is not something that I fully enjoy if people are just asking me random questions. The reason I don't enjoy it because it's not a true connection. It's not something that's actually creating a greater connection, and it's not something that's desiring co-creation in a greater capacity. Sometimes it is. Hey, Jeremy, surprised that you joined. But anyway, I was just saying from another space that when you really get from a space of to get what you want, you have to look within yourself at a greater capacity to look at where you're not giving yourself what you want. And even like a great example I could give of this is I was living in corporate America and I was doing all these things that I wasn't really aligned with, but I was doing it because I thought that's what I had to do. Like, I thought that was a life that that was going to give me more freedom, that was going to give me more money, that was going to give me this great relationship with friends and organizations, but like none of it really mattered because I was always looking externally to get something that I wanted internally. So let me know if that makes sense when you're rewatching this on replay. And also, I feel the other thing I wanted to share is how to get what you want. Like, if you're wanting more of something, like, it's just, whatever it is, like, just go travel, go, like, do something that's uncomfortable to you. Like, go do something that you've always wanted to do that you've never done. Because when you do that, and when you act from that space of living into a greater capacity with your truth, that is when results are going to show up exponentially in your life. And an example I can show of this is, recently I've been looking at doing other businesses as well besides Colin Gallagher International, because I wanted to create a bigger impact in the world, and I desire to create that for developing and developed nations and going around this route. But from that space, you have to look at, are you really doing this from a space that is truth? Am I really doing it from something that it feels aligned and it's allowing more to happen in the world? Or am I doing it in a place of need? Because if you're doing it just to get something you want, hey Tanya, if you're doing it just to get something, simply to get something because that's what you desire, or something that you want, but it has no greater need, it has no greater purpose, you're just doing it because, you're never truly going to be happy. You're never truly going to feel aligned. And even like recently with some of these businesses I was maybe looking at joining, I decided to say no because I was just looking for more external things, like a checkbox, like kind of like, I now achieve this, I now achieve this, I now achieve this, I now achieve this. And like, when you come from that space, if you're just checking things off a list to achieve things, like, that's not a very expansive place. And it's not a place that's really allowing you to get what you want, because you're literally just doing things to externally like put blame on the world for why you don't have what you already desire, when everything you already desire is within. And some of you who may or may not know my journey, like I've had a very, I guess, extensive journey with finding myself and where I've wanted. And I wanted to share this like transformation and expansive space with you, because I feel that so many people put it outside themselves. And I just don't feel that it's necessary. Like, every transformation you get can come from within. Every transformation you have can come from that space, and allowing yourself to be in a better environment and allowing yourself to be around friends that truly and authentically care about you. And I feel when you're coming from that space, that's when you get everything you want. So just felt called to come on and share, because I was on my walk and I was like looking for answers on some things within of releasing control, and looking for answers on how to expand and create a larger impact in society and in individuals, and allow individuals to want to say yes to their heart, to want to say yes to freedom. And it became really apparent to me that it's very easy to get trapped in looking externally for these things instead of looking within. Now, I do believe, as I said, like, environment's key, and mentors, and doing things that empower you to get there, but I feel at a greater rate, more than anything, it's choosing to look within yourself and heal all the wounds that exist, to then allow you to live at a greater capacity, which allows you just to live in greater abundance and greater, fun, silliness, travel, all of it. And so just ask yourself, like, where are you asking for the world to give you more, where really it could be looking within yourself? So let me know if you have any questions, and you all the love, and have an amazing, amazing day.